Greetings! My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And welcome to False Server. This is, well, according to its itch.io page, False Server is a dark psychological story-driven game about a game developer launching his Discord server. I can't say it's not a unique concept. I can't say I've ever seen a game do something like that. That's, yeah. See, launching his Discord server while a pandemic is going on outside in the real world. I feel like that should be one sentence, not two, but whatever. Let's see, yes, I'm familiar with, these. If you're not, well, here. Pause the video if you want to see those. Let's see. Big dreams require big effort. Small dreams require small effort. And no dream requires no effort. If only that were true. Salik means someone who actively seeks the realization of God. Literally, the name means wayfarer, someone who travels on foot. Huh. Alright, hang on, what the heck is Hero? Oh, I see. Essentially a weird sort of in-game menu, I suppose. Alright then. That's kinda neat. Now, I should mention that this game, well, this game isn't actually finished. Apparently it's like it's more of a tech demo. I don't know. Or something like that. Let's see. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, that's the load thing. What about Discord log? Experience events that took place before, after, or beside the main story. Should I? Should I do the main story first and then do this? I don't know. Whatever. Sure. Geronimo, I suppose. Let's get into it. Story inspired by true events. Ah. So this is sort of semi-autobiographical then. I consider the possibility that the other games in the other false games might be in some way autobiographical. Well, at the very least, the False Awakening. But I'm not so certain anymore that any of them are. I certainly hope False Mercy and False Rebirth aren't autobiographical. Or at the very least, not the parts where they, you know, everyone dies horribly. An interpretation of true events. By true events. Oh. By true past and future events. Okay. Getting mixed signals here. I don't know what to believe. Then kicking you out and taking away admin access. Oh, me! Let me give him the kick! Hang on. Someone's ban happy already. You have the Discord invite? Yeah, I'm all set. Charging kick. Once kicked, he's then join in as a new member and test the server through. Test the server through, what? This is Sparta! Yo, if people talk about kicking someone from the server, I don't think they were talking about, literally. What would you like to do? Input the super special invite link. Is that an actual invite link? I don't know. Hello, hello, Salik. Super happy to have you here. Please, do go through the server info channels and then introduce yourself. After that, you'll be given roles that will help you get around the server better. Alright. That looks vaguely ominous. Okay. No hey or hello or welcome to the new member? But the bot already said hi, didn't he? Go check the server, not our character. Huh. Well, this is certainly an interesting interpretation of Discord. I guess it would be very... guess it would be a bit odd to have the whole game just be the guy sitting at a computer reading text and stuff. Remember what happened 14 days ago? A hack? A potential hack. Could have been a bug. It's been 2 weeks already, and nothing weird like that has happened since. Case closed then? Yeah, if it was a hack, the hacker didn't find anything interesting and left. If it was a bug, then the awesome Discord developers patched it. Unless... if it was both. Let's not play that game. Either that, or maybe that hacker is still here, waiting for the opportune moment. Oh, sorry about that. Unlock the Discord log 14 days ago. Access it from the computer in your room. Whenever. Every day begins. Go through a cycle. Every day begins, goes through a cycle, and then ends. That is how days work. In the day that's starting for this place, I'm excited about the cycle it'll go through. Since without a cycle, all beginnings and ends lose their meaning. Is that such a bad thing? So, let us begin. Meaning is not a... I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I will say that it's a bit overrated. Let's see. Let's check out that Discord log then. Or maybe not. Do read through this category before checking out the other channels. Alright. Purpose. It is purpose that drives us. That... I don't remember the rest of that monologue. What is the purpose of this server? Who is this for, and why was this even made? All good questions. Sure you want to enter this channel? Asking to keep you focused and zoomed in. Alright. Nice visual effects, by the way. I haven't really seen like a lot of these sorts of clever visual effects in any other RPG Maker game I've played. And this guy, good old Salik, seems to use them all the time. It's nice. Although it might be part of why it's been, you know, years since the last False Awakening game came out, and they're still in the 3rd chapter, or episode, or whatever it was. But let's not dwell on that, shall we? Speaking of dwelling, I need to... Okay, good. Just making sure they're recording properly. So, what's this server primarily about, and who is it for? Everything in this server is RPG Maker related, and hence it's for RPG Maker users. More specifically, it's for people who make or play story-focused RPG Maker games, as that's the kind of games I personally make as well. Okay, just staying hydrated. Wasn't this made to just promote Salik's work? And is there any need for this server to even exist? And why? Some servers for RPG Maker exist already, and so with that in mind, this server has no need to exist. I'm not sure anyone asked for it to exist either. And, like a lot of other things that I do that are unnecessary, this happens to be just another one. Well, if you think about it, what reason do RPG Maker games have to exist? What reason does RPG Maker have to exist? What reason do RPGs have to exist? But let's not get into that, shall we? But, unlike those other things, this can perhaps be helpful to some folks of the community. And that gives me the feeling that while possibly unnecessary and unneeded, working on this was verily a productive use of my time. Verily, eh? That's an uncommon word. Hold up. Hell yeah, there's a need! Most servers are like made for feeble-minded children, run by uncreative and unmotivated community managers with barely any published games. It's hard to argue with your assessment. And with zero place to chat on challenging, controversial, or mature topics. Yeah, that's not untrue, to be sure. This server needs to be better in those regards. Yeah, there's a reason why Discord moderators have such a poor reputation. They tend to be petty tyrants, stamping down on anything they don't like. And that includes a lot of controversial and mature topics that people might otherwise want to discuss. Might be important. If it fails, I'm gonna personally nuke this place. Alright. Moving forward. What's so unique and new about this server anyways? Well, this server is very experimental. Experimental as in, it does a lot of things in a unique way that may not have been done before. From 150 plus channels, Jesus, that would take a long time to scroll through, to the leveling system, the rules, the roles, the long list of publicly available bot commands, the activities each channel encourages. Everything here is experimental and new, so I have no idea if this will work, or if members will find it useful. And why is it so experimental? Couldn't you have just made a normal server? Well, I can't do a lot of things normally. Yeah, story of my life. I have this itch to do things differently than the way I see them. Story of my life. I looked through other RPG Maker servers out there, their rules, channels, categories, and went through the suggestions their members had mentioned. And then I started working on this server. Not a bad way to go about it. Now let us not forget that this server was kinda only meant for your patrons. But someone let their creativity run wild. And now here we are, with this dumpster fire. Folks gonna be a bit mad though. Eh? About what? About you making this server RPG Maker exclusive. Oh, right. Haha. They'll be asking you to be inclusive of other engines too. So, what do you have to say for yourself, young man? I say, the more specific and exclusive and like-minded the group, the less members will get. Totally! You lose so much potential. Is that a... No, 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 no. That's not a bad thing, though. Yeah, that's the point. What? What is? Did I miss it? Did it fly by me? A smaller, like-minded group is easier to keep happy. There's more similarity, lesser conflicts. And, oddly enough, it's actually less likely to devolve into an echo chamber. Because... well, some complicated reasons. But yeah, the point is that, yeah, there's a lot of Discord servers out there that are really broad. They've got like 1 million users and everything, and they're, frankly, a mess. I just don't enjoy going on them. Yeah. Lesser conflicts? That means lesser moderation for you to do. No idea what you mean. You lazy son of a bum. There are more reasons, of course. Because members would have a similar base knowledge, it would be easier for everyone to have a say in conversations, give opinions, offer feedback. You mean you would have it easy, inserting your opinion in every conversation. Sucker, you just want to talk in your server and not in anyone else's, don't you? You're making me sound like a narcissist. Is that a bad thing? Because you are. Well, can't deny that. Though I'd say I'm at a healthy level with my narcissism. We shall see, boyo. Shall see with these wide, bespectacled eyeballs. Stranger DM. Hey. You've received a DM from Savi. Open message and respond? Sure. Why not? Hey. I just got done playing through all your games, and I was totally blown away. I was sucked in from the start. I had no idea where things were going, but I felt hooked, and I was in absolute awe at the end. Why, hello. Oh, wow, that's vague. No idea what this person liked about the games. But hey, gotta take what I can get. At least they played it, and liked it. Allegedly. Why, hello. I'm super happy to hear all that. Thank you. Holy, you responded lightning fast. I thought you'd be busy. Nope, he's a lazy bum who just sits around all day. It's a first impression thing. I respond fast the first time, get people a bit hooked, and then start backing off and responding later. You sly bastard. Oh, okay. So starting tomorrow, you'll notice I've suddenly gotten turtle flow in my responses to you. Don't worry, I won't be disturbing you after today. I don't know why, but that sounds vaguely ominous. I shouldn't have said that. Do feel free to. Okay, can I ask you 2 questions? Well, sure, you've got 1 left. Please, go ahead. What do you use as inspiration for your work? Really curious to know. That's a difficult question, isn't it? So I simply take inspiration from reality. On how, if you conceptually replace God with a writer and make every living person a character in a story, then how is God writing their story? Oh. He has no idea what you mean, doesn't he? I only even half get it. I look at the world and everything that happens in it through the lens of that question, and that inspires me to tell the stories that I do. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I see. I believe reality is much, much stranger than fiction, and the writer for reality is the greatest writer. I should stop talking. I may have said too much to a stranger. No, the strangers are the best people to spill your guts to, because you probably won't meet them again. So, even if you blow it, who cares? So figuring out his methods and tools and techniques is something I always have at the back of my head. I get it. Where you take inspiration from. It shows in your work. I hope so. Thank you. You're welcome. I'd quibble about that being, it should be, you know, since it's you are welcome, so it should be your spelled Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. But then again, no, technically speaking, that's actually realistic. A bit of realism in people having poor grammar online. You can go be busy again. You've delivered an okay first impression. Yes, it was adequate. Haha. Wait, you wanted to ask 2 questions. That's it? Yeah. You only asked 1. I asked 2. Well, first one was about inspiration. No, the first one was if I could ask you 2 questions. I made a joke about that, but apparently that's exactly what he meant. It's a sidestep the whole, you know, you just did thing. Clever bastard. Oh. Oh. Wahahaha. My bad. My bad. I'll be off now. Take care. Savi has gone offline. Up next in this episode, Selic reads his own rules. Keep your eyes on the blue line and run along, ya little rule maker. Rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedom. Fyra. Oh, that's pronounced Near Gestalt. Ideally, at the very least. Go in and read the server rules. But of course, no law can give you freedom. But anyways, rules here govern only 2 things. Rules here govern only 2 things, your speech and the content you post. In the instance of speech, this server encourages and discourages you on certain things. I assume on different things. If it was encouraging and discouraging you on the same things, that would be mixed messages. Repeatedly practicing what is encouraged will help this community flourish, while repeatedly doing what is discouraged may end up destroying this place. Literally, your surroundings will break down and everything will unravel. Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. This server does not recognize free speech, hate speech, my speech, or your speech. This server, the speech we do here is either productive and relevant or unproductive and irrelevant. And as such, you are encouraged to speak your mind, be truthful even when it's unkind, and encourage others to do the same. Speak relevantly and stay on topic with respect to the channel you're talking in. Generously give emoji reactions to messages and posts in a conversation, even if you're not directly involved. Reactions help show your feelings towards a particular message and convey the fact that you have noticed the post. What's more is that you are encouraged to be respectful towards the veterans of the RPG Maker community. Offer value to other members by offering to help them with what you're good and experienced at. Or at the very least better and more experienced at, even if you think you suck. You might still be have insights to share. Do your best to say thanks instead of saying sorry. Yeah. Like whenever I'm corrected online, I always prefer to say thank you for the correction rather than apologizing or getting upset. Remain cool and calm while chatting. Go lay down as you lose your composure and come back later. When a new member joins and you're around, then be politely assertive and talk to them. at least until they reach level 1. That will help them become a bit more familiar with the server. And lastly, encourage others to follow through all these by following them yourself. Action over words. Yeah, that all seems perfectly reasonable. Or at the very least far more reasonable than most server rules. Or server encouragements in this case, I suppose. Yeah, it's certainly the speaking your mind. Speaking even when it's unkind is good advice to make, and encouraging others to do the same, because a lot of Discord servers can fall into the trap of becoming a hug box where anything that is even potentially unkind, it gets shouted down by the other members. Ironically, leading to the whole server being a lot less kind. Or perhaps not ironically. Now, let's address speech that's discouraged here. Yeah. Of course, the real purpose of a hug box is never to be kind. It's to be unkind to the in a way that's socially acceptable. But anyways. In this server, you are discouraged from backbiting and gossiping against active members or developers in the server. Feeding any words or giving a response to someone who is either angry, salty, or trolling. It's also good advice. I mean, a little light trolling isn't such a bad thing if it's lighthearted and not mean-spirited. In which case, playing along could be fun. But, maybe keep it to the right channels. Don't go too far off on a tangent. Parenting. Teaching good manners to someone behaving badly. Yeah. That one's... that one never goes over well. And for good reason. It's very condescending. Having a private conversation with another member on this server because they refuse to respond to you in DMs. Yeah, if they're refusing to respond to you in DMs, there's probably a reason for that. Maybe not a good one, but a reason nonetheless. Demanding respect, no matter how accomplished you are, or no matter how much you've done for the community. Yes, respect is not, respect is something that is earned, something that other people have to give to you freely. It is not something you can shout for. Otherwise, they might, at best, they might give you respect to your face, but resent you behind your back. It's I knew a person like that. Not the resenting me behind the back thing, but demanding respect. Demanding respect. Yes, if you demand that for them to allow you to respec your skill points so that you can change your build, that's very discouraged. Labeling other members with something unfavorable. Cutting people when they have a lot to say. I assume you mean cutting people off. Because, although I guess going to their house and stabbing them is also discouraged. Generally. Lastly, this server has certain offenses that can award you an instant punishment. Asking or demanding a mod, admin, or arbiter to ban someone. Yeah. Posting sexually explicit or real-life violent content. Breaking official Discord rules. Posting pirated content. Spamming. Revealing or bringing attention to unwarranted personal info of a member. Posting screenshot of a private conversation. As in, we mean posting a screenshot or posting screenshots. repeatedly acting in gray area of the server's rules with the intention to influence a change in them. Doing any of these offenses can award you a punishment instantly. Banning in the server is the absolute last resort, as it should be. So initial punishments include cutting access to the channels you have access to. To gain back access of lost channels, you have to present an offering to the RPG Maker community. An offering of blood. Offerings can include doing things like sacrificing woodland creatures, donating your own blood, sacrificing making virgin sacrifices, offering up your loved one's souls, offering up your own soul, uploading a demo of your current work-in-progress project, making a unique tutorial video and publishing it on YouTube, type a uniquely helpful and descriptive post or article related to using RPG Maker, share your custom-made graphics, music, or plugin for free or paid use, provide the project files of your mechanically unique or complex game, or any other similar offerings. I was on a server which had a system that was a little bit like that. Not anything so codified, and it wasn't about RPG Maker games either, but it was a server for a web novel. ELLC was the acronym. Good old Everybody Loves Large Chess. It was a fun place. And there was this one guy on there, good old Murph. He was an interesting fellow because he did contribute a lot to the server, but he was also a fucker. A real rat bastard. Not to be confused with the guy named with the username Rat, who was also a bastard. But he was always like on the line of being banned, but he didn't take it too far, and he was contributing a lot. So yeah, they had this role on there, which was basically a role showing that a person was like, if it was like this close to being banned, he had that role for like 90% of the time I saw him. Not in a row, of course. Very broken up, but yeah. And yeah, I'm not on that server anymore. That place eventually went to the dogs, and the thing that really showed just how bad things were getting was when Murph got banned. Permanently this time. He did get banned a couple of times before that, for temporarily though. Not temporarily, but yeah, permanently banned. And now, it's always sad seeing good Discord servers go down the drain. Speaking of drains. Anyways, you can pick an offering that matches with your skills and project. That is all regarding the rules of this server. With that sort of encouragement system in place, you won't be able to ban toxic members. Define toxic. Correct. Bad behavior is discouraged by the rules, but not exactly a punishable or bannable offense. You understand some would mind that. Sure. Some would mind if I ban away, and some would mind if I don't. So it's rather about who you're okay offending. That's fair. Yeah. The system does seem more realistic. What exactly do you mean? In life, when we find someone acting badly, being toxic or misbehaving, we encourage them to be better, and ignore them if they stay the same. since being verbally rude or toxic is not a punishable crime in law or scripture. Alright, exactly, that's what I was going for. Yeah, exactly. Internet... People are so, like, eager to use the powers that being a moderator gives them. It's to, like, ban away anything that they don't like. It's kind of... This is one of the big reasons why I'm a firm advocate for the limiting of moderating powers on the internet. Moderators just have so much unchecked power, far and away beyond what anything offline in civilized societies. It's insane how easy it is to get banned from internet forums and such. That's one of the reasons why 4chan is so great, because, well, partly because it's all besides it being all anonymous, it's also, well, for one thing, very difficult to get banned there, and also a lot easier to get on even if you are banned. This, you know, toxicity is obviously unpleasant, but you don't lock up people who are toxic. You encourage them to be better, and you shun them if they don't. And that's, of course, just of course, there's the fact that, well, what is toxicity? It's a very subjective thing. But anyways. Nah. I feel he just didn't want the drama of punishing members on something so trivial. Plus, this system gives Salic the freedom to be rude too and get away with it. True, but I think moderators already have that freedom. I'll go and continue checking. Alright, I'll access the channels on the server work. Learn about server channels and their mechanics. I wonder if I'll... I wonder if I'll ever make a Discord server. Who knows? I'm not the hugest fan of Discord, but maybe. One day. Who knows? This server contains around... This server contains around 150 unique channels in around 19 categories, and most of them are hidden at start. As you interact, talk, and send messages in the server, you'll gain experience and your level will increase. As you gain more and more levels, you'll gain access to more and more categories of channels. Patrons, though, have full access from the very start. Ah. The bourgeoisie, I see. Bloody... rich bastards getting ahead in life. I see. Now we see the injustice inherent in the system. And so, following are all the categories in the server, with all the channels they contain, along with their required level for access. Pick a category to look through its channels. Let's see. You're viewing channels in the server info category, which requires level 0 to access. Asking the existential questions like, what's this server about? Then, stop looking whenever, since you'll be checking every single one, physically. Pose. Let's see, channel mechanics. Wait, what? Okay then. I don't know what that's about. Salic throws ads here, basically. The channels in SigmaSuccour category are not accessible to you. Those exist for Salic to keep everyone updated on his game-making progress. Say who I am. Who am I? Who am I? Right. Viewing channels in the general fun category, which also requires level 1 to access. It's a place to be random and to just have fun. Right. Okay, then clicking on these doesn't seem to do anything. But it would be a bit like you're viewing channels in the showcase and feedback category, which requires level 2 access. Show your RPG Maker work here, or trash someone else's. You're viewing channels in the controversy chat category, which requires level 3 to access, where we battle it out with words and brains and hearts. 2D versus 3D, as in like 2D games versus 3D games, or as in like 2D waifus versus real life girlfriends. Oh, piracy, is that way? I know that piracy is like a punishable, like posting pirated content is a punishable offense. So but can you post it there? Probably not. Alright, resources. Place to give away what you make. We can work only as good as the tools allow us to. Can a thing even exist if no one knows about it? Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, I certainly exist. So, taking part in game-making competitions. Voicemail. I think I can probably guess what those are for. I like noting the difference between how a person types and how they sound in voice. I think I probably sound pretty similar to how I type. Don't let your thoughts be thoughts. Let them out here so we can all discuss. Art versus craft, whatever the fuck that means. RPG Maker has seen lots of versions, and they're listed here for no reason whatever. Huh. Place to mesh those brains and figure out how pooping games to more hardware. Right. The game is just the product. Getting it to the player is a whole nother business. Cranking up your game feels, whatever those are. Let's see. Getting those creative juices flowing nice and smooth. Experimental channel, where the mad scientisty Discord experiments happen, and also where people try and discover whether they're gay or not. That's not that funny. SigmaSuccour. What? Where members talk and Salic can only listen. Alrighty then. And Patreon exclusive. Patreon only. Really, the Patreon exclusive channels are Patreon only. Never would have guessed. A separate space for the patrons. A place of silence and less eyeballs. Alright. How are we doing, soldier? I just started? You know, if we keep chatting like this check-through sure could take a long while to complete. It's necessary. I know. There's an easier way. Just spam some text, copy pasta, enter repeat. And you'll level up in a jiffy. There's an anti-spam system in place. So gaming this system can be annoying. Boo. Just start putting the words big boner down the lane in every channel. We decided to do this more organically, to make sure there are no bugs later. Our chat log will also serve as an example for members. We'll publicly execute some of them and put their heads on spikes in this chat log. Clarifying what sort of conversations they can engage in the specific channels. I get all that. There's like 150 channels. We're really gonna be doing this for every single one? Yes, we are. This is gonna be a long game. She's charging up. What was that sound effect? Going Super Sucker! Her energy level, it's over 9,000! Alright! Let's do this! No food, no water, no logouts. We do this fast. We do it today! Well, that works. Just yell out loud and the universe gives you an extra pack of energy. Alrighty then. Say, where exactly are you going? To the next channel? Yes. Yes you are. And I shall escort you. It's just a few virtual steps away. What? Why do we walk when we can fly? Why walk when you can ride? Why do we fly when we can fade? I feel like that took longer than walking would have. Super showy. Sucker, stop showing off your admin privileges. All privileges come with a burden. You best remember that. You will inherit the same privilege in the end. Everything that the light touches will be yours. Except that shadowy place, which is the 18th, or the 18th channel category. Lest you forget about the burden, it will creep up on you and take away that very privilege. More like super serious. Haha, true. Alright. Alright, channel roles. Let's see. 2D artist is skilled at creating 2D art. 3D artist creates 3D art. I feel like there's a bit of a bit of a difference there. Like, yeah, if you want to be a 3D artist, you just gotta create some 3D art. If you want to be a 2D artist, you gotta be skilled at creating 2D art. Bit of elitism there. Finisher, hehehe. And then Innovator creates the type of games that don't look like they were made in RPG Maker. Jumper has a record of never finishing a project they start. Suffers from shiny object syndrome. Ah! So Salak has this role then. Well, never is it. So it's a very technically finished project. Just not series. Alright. No. That's me. Boy, there's a lot of roles. There's only one category. Plugger. Oh, makes plugins for every other event. They plug their own stuff a lot. Let's see. Most of the roles in this server represent the members' experience, expertise, or knowledge related to game making. And so to get roles, you want to talk about yourself and link to any and all your work in the introduction channel. Based on what you are good at and what you have experience on, as far as what you can show and tell, you will be given appropriate roles. And if roles matching your skills aren't already available, then they may be created. Below are all the roles that are currently available to be assigned. People tend to give advice on matters they know little of. This role system is meant to give you a tool to better weigh between the opinions you'll be getting, by judging who is more informed and experienced on the topic. Meme Lord. Also, activating float mode. With this, you can speed through the terrain of this channel. Alright. Arbiter. That's the role for those who are capable of flying around and making anyone near them invisible. And also, recalling far away people and freezing enemies. Used RPG Maker, but not anymore. Not anymore. Chicken. Philosopher. Talks in an intellectual and sophisticated way. Yeah. Makes specifically pixel art. Does MS Paint count? Done checking? Wanna hop back to the server? Alright. Later, alligator. Yeah, take me back. Country roads. I don't get it. Okay. You're not going to ask me what it is I don't get? Nope. It's okay if you don't understand every single thing. Don't you do philosophy with me, boyo? I'm trying to help you gain levels, organically, like you said. Oh, right. My bad. So what is it you don't get, sucker? I don't get how someone lazy crazy like yourself doesn't just automate the role assigning process. Alright, there is a bot for that, so members can pick roles for themselves. Exactly, much easier than manually looking into every single member's work. I think a few bad actors will abuse that sort of system, bringing down the value of roles. And so, I prefer to go with manual assignment. Yeah. Makes sense. If you say so. I'm interested in looking into other people's work, so I don't mind either. But they might not trust you enough to be a good judge of their skills. Well, I'm sure some would feel that way, but I'd like to focus on the few who do trust me. I want to make sure I assign roles properly and accurately, so I don't lose their trust. I guess if you keep the trust of a few for long enough, others might see that and start to trust you as well. Yeah, I'll bet. What, you want me to highlight where you need to go next? Sorry, I don't want to show off my privilege. Sorry, my bad. Thank you. No, Who's that character that keeps popping up? This is just a server announcement channel. Nothing much to do or check here. It's time you made an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife. No, not that kind of announcement. About what? About the server on your social media. Right, I should prepare the community before the launch. And also ask for their suggestions. Wait, but I have already looked through all the suggestions from the other servers. And we can't be asking for suggestions in the final checkup before launch. Just ask so that they are more open to commenting on your post. And as they comment, your post will survive longer and reach more people. Ah, you're a canny one, aren't you, Sigma? That's true. Besides, one or two of them might make a genuinely good suggestion that you might have to scramble to include. Oh. Give me just a moment to cook up a post. You ever move your shoulder in such a way that you feel like there's something touching your back? Like someone, like a hand on your back or something? I just did that. That was freaky. Post. Are you in a few Discord servers related to RPG Maker? If yes, I'd like a moment of your time. Is there anything you feel is lacking in those servers? Or something you wish they had, but don't? I'd love to hear what those things are, if there are any. I'm making my own Discord server, and figuring what new I can provide that perhaps others are missing. Alright. There we go. Now to wait for the comments. I mean, not wait, but expect, since I need to continue checking on this server. Alright, bot commands. Whoa. Including the command to shatter her into pieces. How vicious. Guys, what am I looking at? This is a mess. Grade A quality Grade A quality mess. It's got my stamp of approval. You approved this? Fix it. Fine. Sheesh, you don't have to say it so many times. I only said it once. The rest was in your head. Ooh. Trippy. Hiya! My name is Erisley, your friendly neighborhood goddess. I use my powers and talents to play as a Discord bot, where I provide you some quality features and commands for your Discord server. Pollux is a fancy maid designed for fancy communities. I've been hired at the fanciest places by the fanciest people to keep things entertaining and pretty. Gammy is a multi-purpose Discord bot with over 130 commands that is customizable and fast. Are these actual bots? I don't know. Dankbot. Insert extra words here to get this above 100 characters. Thanks, nerds. Kawaii Bot is a cute girl that aims to make your server more fun to be on. Packed with fun commands like hug, kiss, slots, coin flip, weather, time, and more. Blah. Your Discord engagement platform. Member loyalty system, items, and roles. Tatsugochi pets, profiles, and more. Build your community with Katsu. Mantaro, a simple and customizable Discord bot, delivering fun and charm to your server. Currently in over 450,000 servers, serving over 30 million users. Yggdrasil is a unique bot with a ton of fun commands. Its goal is to connect as much of Discord as possible, bringing fun everywhere. That's a bit creepy. Lopez is a very useful bot with many different commands. The priority on Lopez has always been about having a lot of utility and fun features for everyone to be involved with. Ah, good old Lopez, one of the best characters from Red vs. Blue. A multi-purpose bot with features such as server info, bot info, urban dictionary. Huh. Pancake is a high-quality multi-purpose bot for your Discord server, serving over 500,000 Discord servers. Funny, one of the in the HFY community, pancake is slang for erotica. Funny how language develops. Would you like the list of all available bot commands? Sure, why not? Death battle. Have 2 members engage in a death battle. Random gamer meme. Trigger. Feeling triggered? Then use this command. Alrighty then. I don't... Oh Jesus. I don't think I'm gonna go through all of these. Hi. No, he's Sigma behind you. Sigma behind you. No, he's got his AirPods in. He can't hear us. Question. What are you doing? Answer. Wasting time. You don't need to check through every bot command. Unlike bugs in the server, if anything is not working with the bot commands, members would easily notice and report. So get your butt back to bug busting. That's a bit hard to say. Get your buck bad to butt busting. Okay. Imagine how cool and fun it would be as members to use these commands. It would make this place lively for sure. And colorful! Salak, you do realize barely anyone would go through this list. Don't be such a pessimist, Sigma. Most who join will have several other servers they hang around in, so don't think members will treat your server as if it's the only one around, and that they will take the time to read through a list of technical bot commands. But they might when they get used to this place. New members would find it a bother, and old members will become blind to the list after ignoring it for so long. That makes sense. I'll just have to be active with using them myself. And when members ask about it or show curiosity, I can direct them to the list. That could work. Oh, I have an idea on that. Fire away, sucker. And then she pulls out a shotgun. When a new member joins in, you could fire off the decontaminate command. What? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's genius. Fits right in with the pandemic situation going on outside. Yeah, once they are decontaminated, you can properly welcome them with... Here you go, SigmaSuccour. Or, here you go, sucker. I don't know why I said SigmaSuccour. And there you go. The welcome that you wanted when you joined, but never got. No wonder you turned out so... wrong. But, wait, that took on a tangent. That took a tangent. I recommend challenging members to a tic-tac-toe match with tic-tac-toe at user. The first match would be an easy win, since I'll have the element of surprise. Will it? I don't know. You know, people like to joke. People like to joke about the whole chess played perfectly will always end in a draw, but that's actually very easily true with tic-tac-toe. Like most. Basically all games of tic-tac-toe played by people who are are even halfway familiar with the game will end in a draw. It's just too easy to predict the opponent's movements and too few moves you can make. And that's my cue. 1 out of 18 levels cleared. I think you mean Q as in CEU, not that spelling of Q. Yeah. 17 left. Crying face. Well, time to exit this place and head to the next category. Oh! Another message. From good old Resavi. I'm dying. What? He deleted the message. He did mention before, don't worry, I won't be disturbing you after today. Is today their last day or something? Sorry, I read that. Are you infected with the virus? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to send it. It was an accident, so please forget about it. It happens. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. Sounds like they want to vent. I'm a complete stranger to you, so I shouldn't be saying things like that. Like I said before, it's the best sort of people to be spilling your guts to. It's completely okay. I could motivate them to speak more. For all I know, this person could be a troubled kid. You just played through all my games, which has me as the main character, correct? Yeah? Then to your mind, you've already spent lots of time with me. So I would understand, as you feel comfortable already, to tell me the things going on in your head. Because I'm no stranger to you. I'm that guy you know, from that video game you enjoyed. Did I come up as a tryhard? No. Makes sense. Okay. You didn't say goodbye. And that's a good sign. I suppose. Of course, referring to the whole pandemic thing. Is he referring to the pandemic that happened in real life? If so, I will be, I have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to get into that here. Time to check the next category of channels, head back top, and out the door. Alright, sounds like a plan. Again? What? I'm fine. This is fine. Absolutely fine. No! This is awesome. Awesome. Just walk it off. No biggie. Everything is awesome-tacular. So, rejoice. Okay. Your hell will end, so paradise can begin. Can that gossip? Something to... Shit, I can't... When I die, I would like to be together with you all. What? To be continued. Ah. Damn it. Why do these games always have to end just when they're getting absolutely insane? Well, not the last two games I played, but False Awakening certainly did. Well, actually, I think False Rebirth did too, but that was less of a cliffhanger and more just a weird ending. Alright, that was False Server. I suppose we should check out those, logs then, shall we? I did see something on the itch.io thing, a spoiler saying that the game ends as an alien invasion and the server represents paradise or something, but I'm not really certain what any of that means. Let's see. 14 days ago. Now that I think about it, it is weird how the logs did not register Succour's perspective on what had happened. He couldn't verify anything, or even properly report it without any logs. Ring ring! Who's there? Also, it's not a huge surprise that there's no logs because there isn't Succour and actually I don't know what Succour is, but your random visual effects generator? Artist! What is it, Succour? I've added particle effects to level 7, so come along, little child, and walk your way here, and witness some pretty effects along the way. If you're only half done, I'll check when you're finished with the whole server. Oh, what's that? You're on your way already? Awesome possum! Don't keep a queen waiting! Okay, to level 3 then. Nice door. Keep heading down. Succour is waiting for you at area level 7. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh! Oh, complete with nightmare. Why do you have a hell level? Oh, of course, controversy chat. Alright, that makes sense. Level 4 area. These zoom-ins are a bit odd, but I guess this is unfinished. Random shell. Random shells. That's fun. Alright. Level 7. So, what do you think? Did I do a good job? Well, could you have done a better job? Nope. I would have if I could have. Then a job you've given your best to is more than a good job. And thanks to you, the place is looking much more pleasant. Yay! Especially the water in level 2. I'm sure that will bring sparkles to a couple of eyeballs. Happy to hear that. With that said, I'll be logging out then. Ah, wait a second. Time's up. I'm off again then. Cheeky bastard. You didn't give anyone else access to the server, did you? I did not. Just you, me, and Sigma should have access. Well then what happened was definitely weird. Go on. There was a ping when I was setting up the particle effects here. What sort of ping? The one we get when someone connects to the voice chat, you know? So someone connected to the voice chat? Yeah, when I checked who it was, there was no one there. I connected to the voice chat to get the same ping, to confirm if I heard the same exact thing before, and then... And then one weird thing turned into 2, and then 3. Weird thing mitosis. It showed on connection list that someone was there, but their name slot was blank. And I kept hearing the static noise, like the sound of flowing current. Man, This is how creepypastas start. That does sound pretty weird. I could feel it in my gut. Someone else was definitely there. And so I waited for them to make some movement. Weren't going. I got bored, so I started talking. And instantly then, I noticed little changes in the static I was hearing. And then, boom! They sent a text message in the voice chat. Wait, what? Really? They definitely did. But they deleted it pretty much a second later. Huh? I know, weird, right? And just then, the sound stopped too. Did you get a peek at what the message said? I think it had just numbers. It was an hentai number code. So, what do you think? Someone else was definitely here. I can even tell you what their presence tasted like. What did it taste like? Something wicked. I saw something nasty in the voice channels. Keep in mind that because of the pandemic going on outside, Discord's user base has suddenly increased. So Discord could be acting up a bit in trying to accommodate them. That, or it's just a side effect of installing 13 bots and creating 150 channels on our server. Are you sure? If he was sure, he would say so, but he would be a lot more definitive with his articles. Not at all. Actually, it would be pretty bad if we're hacked in some way after working so hard developing this place. Bit weird to be hacked before it's even public, isn't it? You know, before people are even supposed to even know that it exists. I'll inform Sigma about it, and let's keep our eyes open for any hints of a hack. Got it? Sorry. I just dozed off for a second there and ended up disconnecting. Are you alright? You just woke up not long ago. Yeah, it's weird, you know? My head's been so worried and tired since after that weird experience. Shouldn't that just be since that weird experience? Since after is a bit of an odd phrasing. Well, I suppose it sucked the energy out of you, huh? It's okay. Log off and get some rest. You can finish your work here later. Discord log end. Anything more? Nothing interesting here. Discord logs everywhere, and not a drop of them to drink. Nothing much to see here. I do wonder, are these Discord log video recordings or digital recreations? I mean, good question. I guess you could technically say that a video recording is a digital recreation, or at very least digital video, but I get what you mean. Video recordings would make these insane in size, so recreation is a better method they likely win with. Millions or billions of small digital pieces already stored. The logs would then just be the data on how those pieces came together on a specific date. But of course, as we've learned from the Great Potato War, such digital shortcuts and such can often lead to, well, shortcuts lead to long delays, so to speak. Not always entirely accurate. Did anything interesting happen on Did anything interesting happen on this day for me to check the logs for it? You mean, did anything interesting happen? Probably not. Well, you won't know unless you check the logs, I suppose. An everyday log, nothing special. Nothing to see here yet, but when members do start joining in, I'll have so much real-life material to use for writing my stories. Oh, shit. Okay. Interesting how these logs detect activity and record only the active bit. Oh, shit. I'm forgetting which one I'm on. I'm not sure how usable these logs even are. I mean, you can only relive events from the user's perspective. Not even that, with full control. I suppose the developers will improve on it with time. Oh wait, I suppose these logs can be useful for reporting and fixing bugs, and reporting users with evidence. I need God mode or something though, where I can hover around in the server or view things from every member's perspective. Yeah, that would be nice. Being a god. Okay. I feel I should get back to checking my Discord and stop procrastinating. Never. The last touches on the server yesterday. Today I just have to give it a final test as a member instead of as an admin. Next. Learn. No. Oh, learn the game's controls. I thought I thought it was like metaphorical or something, like you have a choice between learning or not learning, but no, it's just straight up game controls, I assume. Alright, sure, why not roll credits? It's two different soundtracks overlapping with each other. That's a bit odd. Oh jeez, that's really trippy. Anyways, so I think I've seen everything. Oh no, I still gotta check the couple of things. Wow. These credits are a lot longer than I expect them to be. Pixel art world does that. Dan Liquidized Aputa, what a name. Will these credits end so I can stop hearing this damn overlapping hell. Two Patreon supporters, bloody hell. That's two more than I have, I suppose. Alright. Alright. Knock knock, who's there? A happy face. Happy face who? When you lost when you grew up. Huh. That's a bit... that sounds vaguely ominous. Succor means help given to someone who is suffering. A playful, childlike companion to Sally. Good questions lead to good answers, and good answers lead to better questions. This is the loop we are all stuck in. Some willingly, some unwillingly. Sigma is a Greek letter, translated simply as the alphabet S. A companion to Salak who makes sure the rope of reason is always held tightly. Yep, he's the Sigma male. Hang on. Function essence, function critical factor, function protagonist. Salak, yeah, I wrote that. Alright. I think that's everything. Yep. Alright. Alright, that seems to be it. So, that was False Server, bit of an odd game by the Pulse series standards. This is sort of a game about the Discord server. I have no idea if he actually has a Discord server. And yeah, more. As I mentioned, this is more of a. This is sort of a tech demo, not an actual finished game. So, there were certainly hints of something bizarre towards the end there, but other than that, this was a lot less, mind-fuckery than his other game. But yeah, it's sort of interesting going through his, thoughts and such about, about designing the Discord server and everything. It's interesting stuff, I suppose. And all shown in with some very impressive visuals and everything. But without any further ado, and there has been quite a lot, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. Fuck you all so much for watching, except for you, Salak. And so long, suckers.
You're gonna be okay, kid.